Our noon concert on Tuesday, August the 4th, is a piano recital by HOACHEN Zhang. And this recital consists of two wonderfully great and impactful sonatas, one by Beethoven and one by Schumann. The Beethoven, Opus 110, is his penultimate sonata, and this is written in what we know as his late period. What does that mean? Beethoven's late period remains one of the most amazing turns for a composer that we know of. He, in spite of the fact of being deaf, went to an exploration of form and context, which really was the culmination of an entire life focused on form and context. And in this late period, what really transpires is that Beethoven composes within a kind of very strict format, but then allows himself to obliterate that format and move into kinds of forms which didn't exist at the time. This piece is a great example of that, because while he starts with what could be a standard first movement and then follows a scherzo, which is also quite unextraordinary, the sonata's final movement is quite extraordinary in that he fuses what would be the slow movement and the finale into what is a kind of combination of both. And the way he does this is by starting with the most deep, profound exploration of a kind of mourning and soulful song, let's say, and that then leads to a fugue. Instead of the fugue then being the last movement, and that's the end of it, the fugue dissolves back into a second iteration of this adagio, slow movement, which is now embellished and expanded to go even deeper into really a kind of core humanity, a core emotional experience. The second piece on our program is Robert Schumann's first piano sonata. This was written at a time when he had fallen deeply in love with Clara, who would become his wife. But there was a great obstacle to this union, and that was Clara's father, who absolutely did not want Robert Schumann as a son-in-law. So Schumann wrote this piece, dedicated it to Clara, but published it anonymously. He didn't put his name on it because of fear of this prospective father-in-law. Clara knew, of course, that he had written it, and she played it all over the place. Schumann is perhaps the polar opposite of Beethoven in terms of structure and form. Beethoven obsessed with these constructs for his pieces, and Schumann seemingly obliged to fit his emotional outbursts into some form and structure, but the form and structure were secondary to him. So what we have with this piece is really a half an hour of direct emotional content. Romanticism at its height, outbursts of love, outbursts of agitation, and with the great instinct that he had in the good pieces, he managed in this one to always keep us going forward. And it's really a journey of great love and emotional impact.